little open session here because I happen to have a little time on my hands right now in preparation for something. So I'm just going to kind of have an open forum. Oh, yes, indeed. I had a very interesting ride today that you would want to have. I don't know to say why. Hold on. Okay, what do we got? A couple people here. Well, although I'm not going to talk about that, yeah, you're probably pretty correct on that. Okay. I think it's pretty obvious. Oh my goodness. Listen to those dang roosters, man. Going off. Going off. Oh, did somebody send me a heart? Is that what I see sometimes on my screen? When a little heart goes by, does somebody send me a heart or something? I never figured it out. I guess. Well, a couple of days I gotta go for a procedure. It's not like an operation, nothing really invasive, no big. But, you know what? I think the god dang hospital owes me some money. That's what I think. Yeah, try getting it back, right? Because when I went in that first time, do I sound like I have a little kind of a southern accent on me lately? Guess it rubs off. Speaking of rubbing off, I'll say something. Okay, I'm supposed to have some stone removed, right? Brothers and sisters? And they said the price is going to be this or that, this or that. But because they couldn't get to the goddamn stone, you know, they just throw a goddamn stent in there. We'll get you next time. Well, we go to see the doctor's bill and the hospital bill. Woo! Dang! I'm going to talk to them about that. I got to write his secretary. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to write his secretary. Mark Kelly, prison boy. How you doing, man? And I mean that. How you doing, Mark? I think the motherfuckers owe me money. For a change, somebody owes me money. Well, they didn't finish the procedure, but they sure as hell got away with that, didn't they? They got away with a veritable fortune. Okay. Hello in there, yes. Yeah, when I think about it, I'm going to write the daggone secretary on this, and I'm going to write the secretary. So what'd you charge me so much for when you couldn't even complete the procedure? Then you had to make me suffer in between. That ain't right. Okay, Mark, good to hear that, man. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Now I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. Then I gave me a new price, and that's discounted. But yeah, I have to throw any anesthetic in there because if they're going to take that stent out, he's got to use a scope again. And they have a price for that too. And they gave me this one price. It's not a lot of money for breaking up the stones. I told you, it's a little daggone machine. Go look it up. It's called litropsy. It's litropryci. And you can see a video. You just lay it on this table basically. They have a water base on one side where your kidney is. That's why they say bring an extra pair of undies. And the shock wave kind of runs. They got this machine. There's something above you, something below you. And it's like a snapping sound. Snap, snap, snap. Like a rubber band snapping. Or whip snapping, right? You whippersnapper. And about 1,000 to a couple thousand of those puppies. So it's about a 30-minute procedure. And he has a fluoroscope, which is like, it's like an X-ray, but live time, and he monitors the progression of the particular stone that's in question. The stones, my friends, the stones. And you'll see if it's breaking up. It's supposed to break up into some powder, and the idea is you piss the shit out. Okay. Well, there's the one stone. There was one in the kidney. I think that dissolved because they just did an ultrasound recently. Didn't see nothing in there. But then again, not everything shows up on an ultrasound. It was an insignificant one, but the one that's actually in the ureter, which carries your urine to the bladder and all that shit. Yeah, it was too far up there. That's why I didn't do it. Well, what did he charge me so much money for then? So you got to watch it. Anyway, I just applied uh, for Pacific Cross. It took me a while to get all the information. I had some current tests, blood tests, urine, and an ultrasound done right over here in Battaglia, and everything was looking good, and that's what I was waiting for. I mean, there was a lot of shit they asked. They want to know if you have a hair growing out of your nose or something. Believe me. So they take your age, they take this, they take that. Do you have high blood pressure? No, that's a great thing for me. Got diabetes? No, that's a great thing for me. Any things that they would really be concerned with. I'm not obviously not overweight. I don't have a big belly, so yeah, I'm good on that. Fatty liver? I don't know. Everybody has a little bit of a fatty liver, but in fact, my dentist. I just went to the dentist yesterday to have a teeth cleaning, and she was telling me she used to be my landlord. She was telling me that she's got this fatty liver. She was getting a lot of pain. Well, her weight would fluctuate up and down, and then of course the typical Filipino diet, is contributing to that. And a fatty liver can get actually very serious. So the rule of thumb is that Mark and so forth. If you got a big old belly, it's guaranteed that you have a fatty liver. Yeah, unfortunately, hate to break the news to anybody, but yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Raining cats. They're going to say circumstances out of our expectations. Mark Catley says mine removal several years ago was a yeah, that's what he did, a uteroscopy, and well, I didn't do a laser. I didn't do anything. The time I went in, I had that bad pain, and I went to the hospital, all that shit. No, man, they even did a goddamn fucking my spine, and man, I was paralyzed. I didn't like that feeling. No, 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 no. It was funny because I was half awake and I took my I took my fist and pounded my thighs. Couldn't feel a goddamn thing. It's like I was pounding a couch or something, but it wasn't me. What a weird feeling that was. So he saw that he couldn't do anything. So he pulls out. Done. You know. Uh, then I had to stay overnight. Nurses coming in every fucking half hour that I'm being charged for. Got to take your blood pressure again. I said, why? I don't have a blood pressure problem. Every time, even give you a box of tissues, I don't care what it is. You're being triple, quadruple charged for every little thing. A piece of cotton, uh, you know, a catheter, you name it. You name it. You're being charged, bud. I had a huge bill of like 240,000 pesos. And I'm thinking, for what? How much did they charge for the morphine? I don't know if it was morphine sulfate, whatever it was, because I was in pain. I needed it. There was another time I asked for it too. Well, they gladly gave me it. Yeah, I'm glad they did. Might have even been some goddamn, what do they call that? Fentanyl, a version of it too at one point. Yeah, seriously. Every little thing is itemized, yes. Oh, yeah, it certainly is. Palaboy back, living a good life. We're not going to give the pleasure of talking about the gentleman. This is not a show about Sebastian. You want to talk about Sebastian Bach? We could do that. A musician, but no, not about that goober. Thank you very much. This is not a show for his benefit. He wants me to say something, but I think I said all I need to say. See what I'm saying? Cotton swabs, you know. Yeah, man. Fucking incredible. Man, well, I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to eat anymore. I'm not going to eat any from these catering companies, you know. I'm just not. Man, I had the fucking shits, I think. Well, not I think. You know what happened in Carmen? It was just yesterday. One of the rest stops we go to, some woman spent an hour in those nasty little restrooms, and shit, she went to take a shit, and what pops out anyway, the other end, is a 3 month old fetus that I guess she wound up flushing or something. Imagine that, there must have been a bloody bathroom. And she lost the kid, of course, only 3 months old, it's not developed. They got some nasty CRs, I gotta tell you. That's why if I have to go somewhere, there's a couple of gas stations along the way. One of them is so cool. It's a small bathroom, and you got an air conditioner in there, and they actually have toilet paper. And we always bring our own. Because, you know, most places not going to have toilet paper. So, I don't know what I ate, but yeah, I don't know what. I personally think it was the chicken cordon bleu that I had yesterday, and I had a little slice because all I had for breakfast was oatmeal, you know, today. But I had a little slice of the chicken cordon bleu, and man, man, that's all I gotta say. I could have a good judge of my instinct is good and my timing is good and it all became good, but you gotta just watch what you eat out here, man. I'm serious. I will not eat any more food coming from a catering. Now it was, you know, it was I ate some. It was good. I mean, but you know, mostly Filipino taste, you know, and you know, I hardly had anything really. I had a piece of cake. That was the best thing I had out of that. To tell you the truth, but that was all good. It was a good party, and watched a movie during that time with my neighbor, and so it went very well. Let's see here. Yeah, they'll charge you. They'll charge you for everything. So anyway, I applied for this Pacific Cross, and I got to see what kind of a figure they come up with. No, you don't pay every month. You just lay out a whole shitload of money for the year, and you pay yearly. It's not a monthly thing. So I don't know. I can just lay it out. Which is, you know, I'd rather pay monthly because you know, what if I just decide I don't like their service? I've already paid for a whole year. So then you got to watch out because what they do is they say pre-existing conditions. So you know, I'll ask her straight off. I'll say, hey, look, what if I get another kidney stone? You're going to say, huh, pre-existing? No, that wouldn't be pre-existing. It would be a new situation. I don't hear no bullshit on that. No, 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 no. That's why you got to speak up. It sure does take extra effort to eat well. Oh, dude, I don't even know what to eat half the time. You want to know the truth? I don't know what the hell to eat half the time. I just wound up making some salads. I'll eat kidney beans, garbanzo beans. I'll eat lentils. Um, I'll have a piece of ribeye now and then, a small piece. I don't want to eat a lot of meat. I don't even know. I don't even know what to eat. I don't. I know this sound. Well, it's not sounding crazy. You just got to live out here to understand that. I don't know what to eat anymore. Don't eat this. It ain't good for you. Don't eat that. It's not good for you. Eat this. And then somebody says, no, that's not good for you. Or it's not good, you know, the creation of stones or your, you know, glycemic level or something. You just don't know because you go on the internet. Everybody has an opinion. Like we all got a fucking asshole. Except some people are more assholes than other people. But getting off that, it's just faulty. The system is faulty. You don't know what to eat. And I'll tell you one thing, I ain't gonna spend my life Like we started, I was, I'm not gonna spend my life eating fast food. Screw that shit. Hell no. I wind up with a big old Homer Simpson kind of had a big old belly, didn't he? And a bald head. Yeah, I ain't gonna look like that. Hell no. My weight's pretty damn good. My proportion, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. There's a little fat in my belly. I could take my hand and I could grab a little roll, but that's about it. That's my cushion. Do I expect to have six packs? No, I really don't expect to have six packs. I don't even have a six pack of beer because I personally do not drink because alcohol is more of a poison than anything else that you can do to your body. One drink alone, what it does to your liver. But anyway. Whoo, doggy. The one drink I like out here is, it's not coffee. I guess it's chocolate. They got the whipped cream on top, a little piece of black chocolate and whipped cream. Damn, that's some good shit. I shouldn't be having that though. Oh, they're saying dairy is good. You want to get your calcium, you get it from dairy foods. Certain kind of hard cheeses like cheddar is good, things like that. But the soft cheeses are not. You don't know. Again, you don't know what to eat. As long as you don't take calcium supplements, that's fine. You got to get your calcium from food, and you'll be okay. The calcium builds up, and you can get stones. It's a maze. I mean, the fact that I got through to my age, I mean, I don't know. I did something right. Do you eat barbecue pork sold on the street? No, sir. I don't even really even eat pork. No, sir. I don't eat anything on the stands in the street, and I mean nothing except sometimes she goes to one of these places. They got the chicken on the rotisserie, the manuk, and they bring that home and all that. But the thing is, I just don't know how they handled it prior to them roasting it. You know, you know. I don't know how they handled it. I'd rather just cook at home, to be honest with you. I mean, we do go out to eat at restaurants and stuff, and they're nicer places on the beach in Santa Fe, and I imagine they have a good reputation. But see, the thing is, man, you just don't know how people are handling that food. You don't know, and you're never going to know. Did they sneeze on it? Did they jerk off on it? That's your mayonnaise. You don't fucking know. Do they love the company? I mean, you don't know. They use their hands out here to wipe their ass. Did they bother to really sanitize their hands before they made your salad or whatever? I mean, it's gross to think about, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of that goes on out here. So, and what's the Ben Newton diet? You mean alcohol? What is Ben Newton's diet? I don't really watch that guy. We'll have a little rap session here early evening, and I like this. I like to have a little rap session. I really do. Ben Newton diet. I don't know if he had a special diet. We know Ricky don't have no special diet, that's for sure. Dang. Where'd he get that new girlfriend, man? They look alike. I read the comments on his show, man. They are twins, man. They are twins. I think he bought the right one. Maybe he should make it a keeper. Sign a contract. Oh, mostly beer. Well, the hops are okay to a certain point in beer, but it's not, even beer is not good. But they thought it once was, just like they thought vaping was a healthier alternative to tobacco, but it's really not, as they found out, that vaping will have a deeper effect on your lungs than tobacco, and I never knew that. Well, I know that for a while now, but there was a point that I was even going to consider doing something like that. I'm glad I didn't, because actually vaping is actually worse for your lungs. Beer and instant ramen. Oh God, how long could you be on instant ramen? There's a lot of college students that were living on that shit, man. That live in the dormitories and stuff. Ramen. It was cheap to buy. Shit, I remember we used to buy My God, like 5 packages in America for $1. Now you buy an individual thing of ramen, it's like, I don't know, 50, 75 cents for one package. I don't know, I might be wrong. But same out here, same shit. They have ramen, It's amazing. Yeah, so you're concerned about living here and you're on a budget. I think you should do a little more thinking and coming out here. I mean, realistically, we got our bases covered here, but in the Philippines, but you know, it is a challenge. Sometimes it becomes a challenge, but we're glad that we can meet that challenge. I've always been good at meeting a challenge. Yeah, it's not like it's just not for everyone. Okay, it's really not for everyone. You got to think hard and long before you move to the Philippines. It's not the perfect place. And if it wasn't for a woman, a good question, would I live in the Philippines? That would be a good question. Where would I live other than the Philippines? I don't know. I mean, it had to be another country, other than U.S. Where would I want to be? I don't know. I don't want to be anywhere cold. Oh God, I was watching a movie last night. This woman was like one of those rescue people, and very healthy. She'd go out with her little walking sticks, trekking, and she winds up coming into this guy who's sitting there like he's fucking just sitting on a Hawaii beach with shorts on, no gloves, no hat. It's like below zero. Anyway, the whole thing of that is he was being reluctant. So I guess he lost something in life, or a child, or a girlfriend, or something. Girlfriend, I think. It's always a girlfriend. And the guy was just pretty much suicidal. No, leave me alone. Let me die. Let me die. Anyway, she wound up saving him, but it was kind of interesting. But no, I don't like the cold. I definitely don't like the cold. I would never want to live in anywhere where it's cold again. And believe me, New York was cold. I grew up with some really ferocious winters. And even Seattle, they had their share of cold ass winters. I remember a time we had 14, 15 inches of snow. Damn, my SUV could not even go up the hill with that. I couldn't even get out of the driveway. Snow is fun. It looks pretty when it's coming down. The kids go out and they play and make a snowman, whatever they're going to do. But then it gets old after that when you can't even drive your car out of the driveway and you find yourself stuck like you're in a prison cell or something. And it gets really kind of, you know, claustrophobic. So enough of that. Yeah, I am. Up, you know, yeah, outside of New York City, the suburbs, Westchester County. You getting ready to go
Yeah, after eating.
after eating? What are you eating?
Food from home.
Oh, okay.
We eat first before they go.
You think the days of sky-high snowbanks are no more? I don't know, man. What's happening with that? We got people thinking the opposite. Well, they think the climate's warming, but some people swear and say that it's going to get colder. But indications are in the Antarctic that the glaciers are melting. You got polar bears trying to find to jump onto another little piece of broken glacier, and they're going to have to adapt to a whole new environment. And the one thing about animals, they can adapt. But polar bears like the cold as well as other animals, and I don't know what would happen to them. Winters seem more mild these days. I'll be happy about that. No, I look. I've been in blizzards in New York where my ears felt like they were going to fall off. Yeah, as kids, we go out to sleighs, to sleds. We find a hill near Davis High School was one place we'd go.
Let's go.
Middle high school, and it
Oh,
was.
yes, please.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were here. Her grandkids. I think she got a nice family. She really does. Yeah, it's nice to have a family period, man. I didn't have much, but I guess it was a good choice I did anyway. Worked out pretty well for me. No, I had my ears feel like falling off. But we go out in the sleds and we'd be out all day until we were practically getting frostbite. Say dinner was at 5, be home for dinner, and we wouldn't be home till maybe 6:30. My hands, everything was red, stinging from the cold. And I remember those days. I see another heart go by. Somebody send me a heart when that happens, or I see a heart that floats up the screen. What does that mean? Is that just part of the normal thing on here, or I don't know. Anyways, just a little rap session here early evening. It's open. I'm just killing a little time before I'm going to watch any, find a movie to watch or something. Just had a kind of a little salad with a tuna sandwich made of focaccia bread. That was pretty good. I kind of watch what I'm eating, even more so now. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna. I feel like buying a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal cookie, a really nicely baked one. A good one from a good store, not a packaged shit. I'll fucking have it. But I'm not going to make a habit of buying a shitload of cookies. I don't drink soda at all. If you drink Coca-Cola, you're already on your way out. I can tell you that. I'm not going to go into details and do a health show again. I always wind up mentioning something, but rather than just kind of elaborating on an issue, just kind of come to the point and say, yeah, soda's not good. It's not good for your gastrointestinal system. There's a dude that is on YouTube that burps all the time, and I guarantee you he's got gastrointestinal problems. I'll guarantee you it. Unless it's carbonated drinks that he's having and it's causing the burping. If it isn't that, then he's definitely got a gastrointestinal problem. Yeah. I notice these things. I'm very observant of stuff with people. So Ricky's new girlfriend. Damn. Where'd he find her? I can't believe it, man. They are twins. They weren't kidding. There was like 90 comments on one there saying that these people were like lookalikes, or she had the space between her teeth. She kind of looked like Ricky. And I'm like, maybe that should be a keeper, man. No, I'm not saying anything bad on here. I'm saying maybe it should be a keeper. Maybe so. The nose, everything. Yeah. What are the odds on that, right? Let's be happy for her. Maybe she'll be a keeper. Good for him. For him? For him? A good catch for him. Then again, any woman with a pulse is a good catch for him. Keep on seeing hearts. Where are they coming from? Somebody want to tell me where all these hearts are coming from? Damn. Ooh. Nah, I just want to get this procedure over, man. I'm going to bleed a little bit when I urinate after that because, I don't know if he's going to take the stent out, but I'm going to tell him I want that sucker out. Otherwise, he's going to come back for it and have to pay for a whole new procedure. Screw that shit, man. Hell no. If he busts that shit up into powder, I don't need a stent to hold the ureter open and wider because they're small and allow things to pass through. No, I'm telling him I want the sucker out. Nah, it's no fun because, as I tried to explain before, as Ricky said to Lucy, explain! Well, the best way to explain it is that, when you got a ureter in there, it's for a purpose. And what happens is you go to take a leak, right? And it creates a certain amount of backflow into your kidney, which is not good, by the way. But that's what happens. And then your kidney gets overflown with, blown with some of that pressure from the urine. And it hurts. Oh, yeah. You'll feel it while you're urinating. You'll know. You'll know. It's not like, oh my God, I'm going to faint. It's not like that. but you'll feel it. It's pain. You'll feel it. But I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Handle it. And I will. How'd you like that video of the dark bottom boys? Those hillbillies? I got that song in my head, man. I like that song. I don't. I don't do country music, but I can listen to hillbilly music because I think it's so fucking funny. As the culture that goes with it is fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, it's just hilarious. The way they talk, the way they dance, the way they eat coons and wear coonskin hats. Even modern day today, they eat squirrels, eat roadkill. How about some thumbs up, people? Oh, why do I even ask that? Why do I even bother? Ah, oh yeah, hillbillies are fun to watch, man. They are fun to watch. I'll watch anything that has to do with hillbillies on a movie or something. Hilarious, hilarious. Passing the moonshine and all that stuff. The banjo music and it's all great. It's great stuff. If you want to have a good laugh. I like when they do their percussion when they blow into the moonshine bottle.
We do
They,
have.
okay. You have a good one, dear.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see you when you get back.
Just fix.
Love you, babe.
I bring the cake.
I can't hear you.
I bring the cake. Okay. I love
Okay, love
you.
you.
I love you too. Bye bye.
You love me more?
Yes. Mwah.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. You have a good old time. You hear? And we actually do get along really well. I hear all these crazy comments all the time. She doesn't want to be with me, or no, she wouldn't be with me. And look, she has a house. She could have kicked me out a long time ago. It's nothing like that. We actually have a good relationship, and we just get closer all the time. Fits like a glove. I have no problem with her. I have absolutely no problem with her. I like spending time with her, and I'm very comfortable around her. It's like I've known her all my life. It's one of those situations. It's very rare to have that. Always thinking about me. The littlest detail. If I ate something and had something on my mouth, she'll go grab a tissue, wipe it off. If I didn't know it was there, could be an untied shoelace that I didn't realize got untied, and say, "Well, let me do that." No, she goes down. She's very, very courteous, very caring, very understanding, and she's easy to look at too. So I kind of got the package. The package is there. My package. I don't need to critique her because there's nothing to critique. Well, except in the Filipino culture, there are some bugaboos. It's like who's on first, what's on second, and what's on third or something. Sometimes we go through these routines sometimes like that, but that's pretty expected. Um, Otherwise, I mean, it's been. I got to tell you, it's been really cool. I don't regret coming out here and meeting her and almost 9 years. It'll be in February. It'll be 9 years together in February. Yeah, that's it. We got one thumbs up anyway. Yeah. Anyway, just a little rap session here, man. We'll be on there for a little while longer. But, you got to write back to say a few things or ask me a question or something. I don't want to lay here and look at the screen. And I'm pretty good at doing monologues, but sometimes that gets tiring. It does sometimes. I'm still hungry for something. I don't know what the hell. I had a light meal early dinner. And I don't usually want to eat a lot of sugary shit, but this bakery had these pretty good muffins. And I was going to say at least leave one around just to kind of curb my appetite. Or, Curb My Enthusiasm. Now, I missed that show. I don't know where I'm going to find that again. Besides Seinfeld itself, and he's a creator, co-creator, Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm is a fantastic show. I'm actually, I said this years ago, I'm like almost every character. Maybe that's why I kind of like Seinfeld. I'm like every one of those characters on that show, all in one package. There's a little bit of me in Kramer, Jerry, George, Elaine, and even Norman, whatever. I mean, I'm there is a little bit of me, and I watched that long enough to figure it out. Now I'm not a germ freak like Jerry, who was, but I'm very careful because, well, especially where I live, as I said, it's a petri dish out here, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't like getting sick. Y'all like getting sick? I don't. I certainly don't. If I could prevent getting sick from something like a horrible stomach ache, oh, I hate those. My stomach was a little bit queasy this morning, part of the day on my trip. I said, what's going on with that? No, I hate anything to do with the stomach, man. Gastrointestinal shit. Man. No, 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 no. That's why, I always take that hand alcohol spray. I put a little spray bottle, man. Touch all the shit that everybody else is touching. Then what, I'm going to hold a sandwich with that or something? No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that. It is a petri dish out here. Face the reality. You want to live out here? Okay, you got other choices too, but a few of these other countries that a lot of people like, Thailand and so forth, it's just as dirty and filthy there too. Now Singapore is different because it's pretty clean, and they keep everything clean, and everybody's got jobs, and the economy, everything is run very well. You're not going to dare litter on the streets, my understanding, in Singapore. You ain't going to spit, and you're not going to smoke. You better go find a hiding spot. And it's pretty well run. It's not, understandably, a cheap place to live, but it's actually a very progressive and very clean place. I can't speak for a lot of other countries, but I mean, I passed through certain countries in Asia, but I never spent any time, really. Well, I'm here now. It is what it is. Just live a good, clean life. That's all you can do. You know, just concentrate on your own hygiene. And just live a good, clean life. And you really shouldn't have any trouble getting sick, but, things do happen. We don't expect it. That's life itself, and you have no control on that. As well as I don't. Do you think I expected to get kidney stones? Or stone? Hell no. But when you get it, you'll know. It'll say a big ass hello to you. It will. All right, what else can I rap about here tonight here? My lady's going out on some personal shopping. Let's see. Lady needs a new pair of shoes. Yeah. I think I have like 6 pairs of sneakers, but not all fit the best. Some might be tight on some spots and I can't wear them long. I got about 6 pairs. So I got a selection. But it's, not all of them fit right. Might be too tight on top or too tight in the middle. The cushions in there may not be good, not cushioned enough. It's really hard to find a proper pair of shoes that's going to to fit you and feel really comfortable. I haven't had a lot of luck with that. Not really. I had lost some weight here, so I definitely have to wear a belt on my shorts now. I don't have one on today. This one's fitting pretty good, but I gained some weight a little bit, then I lost. And I'm still hovering about 166, which is okay. I'm not going to argue about that. It's actually not a bad weight. It's just that I'm used to being anywhere from 170, 174, which is actually way over the charts where I'm supposed to be, but it's really according to your body frame. You know, contrary to what people think, I have a small frame. I actually have a medium frame. Thank you very much. And that weight could be perfect for my frame. You can't go by the total of the body mass index and everything either, because that's not accurate either. I'm comfortable where I'm at. It's a decent weight, but a little something you need to know. As you get older, you want a little bit extra weight on you. I don't mean a lot. Don't look like Homer Simpson. You want a little bit extra weight on you as you get older. It's healthier to have a little bit extra weight than it is to be lesser weight. I'm not saying about you getting fat. No. Have a little extra than what they say is the normal weight for you, and that would be a hell of a lot healthier for you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Speaking of smoke, yeah. Oh, I'm just kicking back, man. I'm just got an AC on in here, and I'm just kicking back. I must have done about 10,000 steps today easy just from walking around, but doing some other shit. But you wouldn't believe where I'm at. I'm actually in Cebu. You wouldn't believe where I'm at. You're going to laugh about this. We are in Mandawi. Yeah, we're staying at a place in Mandawi. First time ever. First time ever. It's nice. It's about the same price. Well, her daughter was running this bed and breakfast shit. Okay, and she had two of them in IT Park, and that's like where we were going quite a bit. But there was no bookings for that at all. So we had to find another place, something different that we never been to, and working out okay. Mandawi, I'm telling you, Mandawi. Yeah. That area. That generalized area. Maybe we'll see Ricky sometime. But that girlfriend of his, man. Jesus Christ. Twins, I tell you. Twins. Now, people might have been joking, but they actually really weren't when you think about it. Twins. Who would have thought? The features. As you said, Ricky's new lady is a good catch, you think? Yeah, I do. I think it's a great catch. Well, for him. For him. Dark Bottom Boys. I can't get that freaking song out of my mind. I wish I had my other phone. I could hear it. The Dark Bottom Boys. Is that? I guess that's a real band or something. A real hillbilly band, man. Did you ever hear those guys before? The Dark Bottom Boys? Dark Bottom. I could listen to that shit forever, man. I could listen to that shit. But I would have to have a few beers, though, I don't drink, but I think I'd have to put myself in a certain mental state. The more hillbilly it is, the better. And the more antiquated their instruments, the better. Washboard, whatever, as percussion or whatever. Great stuff. Great stuff. It's comedy is what it is. Hillbillies are comedy. A lot of them are inbred. Oh, they screw their sisters, cousins, all that shit. They even got different colored eyes, too. Could you believe that shit? Really amazing. Wow. But, remember that one family there you've seen all over YouTube? The inbred family? Was it Kentucky or something? Wow. Wow. One guy couldn't even talk, and like he had to make references in some way to communicate. They were all fucked up, disfigured, or just mentally pretty messed up. That's what happens with inbreeding. That's a fact. Can't do that kind of shit. It don't work out well for the end result. You know, of what you goddamn produced. Oh my god. Anybody have anything intelligent to say here? I just thought I'd come on and rap a little bit. I don't mean like rap music, you know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Talk bottom boy. I was born in Kentucky and I to get away. Then he starts dancing around. That's great. The hillbilly dancing reminds me of somebody, man. The way he was dancing around. Funnier than hell. Funnier than shit. I love when hillbillies dance. That's even funnier than the music, but you gotta have the combo, the music and the dancing. Funny shit, man. Funny shit. Okay, well you guys ain't talking. You're just kind of hanging out there with your ear to your device and just kind of listening into my stories. But a little dialogue is nice sometimes. The hell do you think I am? Am I here to entertain you? Well, a lot of times I am here to entertain you. Don't be anything new, because I am Mr. Entertainment. Besides, have my serious moments on here too. Talk about a lot of good shit, man. But no encouragement here. I could not do shows at all. That's right. And people could be jonesing, I tell you. I can't wait till I do a show. Then I do a show and I make a few comments, and then they kick back on their bed or couch and just listen, which they have the right to do. I'm kind of easy on the ears to listen to, as people have told me. But I tell you what, when I used to listen to Fazio, I'd fall asleep. He went on and on and on and on, something about his voice. And although it was irritating, it still put me to sleep, or certainly seemed like a partial coma. Dark Bottom Boys. I can't get it out of my mind. You know when you hear some song and you just can't get it out of your mind? I'm going to have to go back to my own show and listen to that a few times. Oh, somebody talks. Fazio was a good country bumpkin. Yeah, he was good for something. Not much, though, but good talker. Good bullshitter. Good liar. Some people find it hard that he's gone. I mean, he's been such a part of the fixture on the Philippines YouTube corn community. Then they're gone. Just like that. They're not there anymore. And then nobody talks about you anymore. There's no reason. Now, Flying Circus loves Fazio. He dedicates Fazio shows all the time. And so does Scott Fuckquago. Yeah. Loves him. Loves him to well he's dead. Loves him to death. So I don't anybody know where he's buried? So I could visit there sometime and someone drops once a month. The community is basically like a nursing home. That ain't far from the truth, man. Tell you what, I'm doing, besides a freaking kidney stone, which, it's very common. I think I'm doing pretty good at my age level, and I can't complain too much about that. I have some ailments like anybody else would, but I don't have anything that's, regarding my tests and shit, anything that seemed to be life threatening or anything like that. So I'm happy about that. And I meet, oh man, I don't know how many I could count through my time out here, through my time. People that just don't give a shit. They have this attitude, if I go, I go. I don't understand it. They must be living a pretty miserable life to feel that way. Because if you got something good to hold on to, man, then, why would you want to die earlier than your time and want to do certain things to your body? I mean, well, just kind of like not go to the doctor type things and not give a fuck. If I get a heart attack, get a heart attack. I don't know. I never understood that. Daisy May would know where is the burial site. Yeah, I got to make a special visit one of these years. Have a talk with the boy. Yeah. Yeah. Bring a dead flower to his grave. Or talk about what it is to be a real man. We had no idea, really. But, we really got into that loneliness shit. I gotta tell you, folks, that's real shit. When you're lonely, man, it's a serious thing. Some people are so lonely that they want to die. We are social animals by nature. And if you find yourself lonely all the time, you go to work, maybe they don't talk to you or something, or you don't have any friends, not anyone, then, you've been shunned by society. You can't live that way, man. Nobody could. Well, I mean, they could, and they have, other than, the ones that decide to take their own lives in their own hand. Talk about them, boys. Again, I kind of wish I could play that. Yeah. Michael Silvillo, well, I haven't seen you for a while. Daisy May would know where the burial site is. This is me. Yeah, this is you, all right. I never seen a man so full of himself as Fazio was. He was right all the time and told people how stupid they were for what they believed. He had to make conversation. Don't you get it yet? Haven't figured it out. He talked a lot and did a lot of shows because he really needed this human contact, if not just verbal. It was extremely, and I'm not overplaying this. Believe me, I'm not. Everybody has had some moments in their life when they experience something that it's called loneliness, where you just couldn't feel good about yourself. And we, as being social animals that we are, you need that socialization. And, as a foreigner, not the band, but as a foreigner that comes to this country, why do you think a lot of people go on YouTube? It's not really, it's a no-brainer, really, man. Because you're not in your country anymore. And you need that English contact. You need people that speak your lingo and the vernacular, and the slang and all that. People that understand you on a different level. Okay, I never seen a man so full. Okay, yeah. That's why a lot of people do YouTube. Even though they may have a wife, even though they may have a girlfriend, they still, a lot of people, they need to reach out and touch someone They need to reach out. Man, you should have seen the traffic today. Mm-mm-mm. The traffic was horrendous. Horrendous. The Dark Bottom Boys. Okay. There must be really a band called the Dark Bottom Boys. I love that video when a guy in the audience. You know who that is? That's the Dark Bottom Boys. Love that. I love that. Don't you know the words to that? I'd like to sing that. I'd like to get a sheet, get the lyric sheet with that music. I'd love to sing that. Put the accent on the whole bit. The true Fazio is living in Vietnam with a new identity. That's what they say, man. Would you put it past him? I wouldn't. Had to be a reason he went to Vietnam. Of all places. So here comes the conspiracy theories, right? Which YouTube is full of them, right? I would not put it past him. He had to reinvent himself or something. But no, I think he did pass away. Because he really did. He probably had sepsis. And he had a slew of other problems that he probably didn't realize he had. The problem was, guys, is that he didn't want to spend the money. He did not want to spend the money to see a real specialist. He didn't want to do that. Now he's dead. No, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I believe he's dead. Shit, I'm surprised he didn't come back from his grave and find a way to get on YouTube. I don't know, man. Michael Sevilla, where have you been? It's said that everybody that comes on my show are trolls. I mean, because they go and maybe comment on other people's shows, it means they're a troll to my channel? I don't know. The regular people that have been coming on my show here, they've been pretty good people, really. I got this one guy that lives in Arizona. He's not a YouTuber. And he just loves the entertainment. He hates somebody in particular, no names mentioned, but he loves listening to him and others on there. And on his job, he'll work at night. He's actually a pharmacist. And this guy knows his shit. He's almost like a doctor, too. Living on a reservation. Gets paid very well. And he's got a good situation going, man. He's got a Filipina. He already got a condo in the Philippines. And, yeah, I've got friends out there. I'll be seeing him sometime, I'm sure, when he gets out here. But he's helped me out a little bit, too. He's a pretty cool guy. He's good to talk to, and I learned a lot of him about medications, different things. Very learned, I must say. Michael Seville said, I think he had a quack doctor. Nah, he just went to one of these local yokels, about $8 American money, if that at all. And the advice he got from his doctor about his fasting, oh my God. He'd be alive today, maybe, but just face the reality that he had other things going on too, and he wouldn't have lasted. I predicted it would be 2023 for him, but I was wrong. It went into 2024. But I knew at some point something was going to give with him. Everything from his diet, what he ate, how much he ate of it. He was a big pork fan. That helped kill him right there. But he had a horribly fatty liver, I'm sure about it. And I'm sure he had atherosclerosis everywhere in every fucking artery in his body. His kidneys were probably really affected too, his liver, everything, pancreas. And that, when you get that sepsis, that fucking infection gets into your blood system, your bloodstream, It's going to go to every organ in your body, man. Everything's going to break down. It was inevitable. That's all I could say. It was inevitable. Not incredible, but inevitable. Anyway, he's gone. No more trouble from that mofo. And look, I'm not going to pretend that I like the guy. I got to be real to myself, okay? It's all that matters that I'm real to myself. He was a troublemaker. I did not like him at all. Didn't like him at all. Some people were humored by him, and sometimes he was funny. It's just like watching hillbillies, kind of the same nature, differently though. But you know, an idiot's an idiot, a moron's a moron. And he held a lot of titles, I'll tell you that. I remember he would, Michael Seville said, I remember he'd buy large amounts of pork. Oh, he bought a lot of pork, man. See, the thing about pork, man, it's got a lot of parasites too, but it ain't the other white meat like they used to say on the commercials all the time. They were trying to promote the pork industry, you know. Nah, pork is not good to eat. You could have an occasional pork chop or pork ribs or something, but not on a regular basis. Like anything else, really, you know. Too much sugar, too many carbs, all that shit, you know. Too much of anything is not good for you. I don't care what it is, drinking, smoking, eating certain foods. I mean, sometimes you think to yourself, I just can't win. You got so much against you, you know. Eat this, don't eat that. Never mind what the other guy says. He's wrong. You got these guys get millions of subscribers, and they're competing with the other people on YouTube that are doctors and chiropractors and all this. Dr. Berg calls himself doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? Well, it ain't Dr. Berg, because he's just a goddamn chiropractor. And they're all in competition for the numbers. Listen to different shows, see what they say about a particular item, whether it's produce, meats, cholesterol, this, that. They all got varied opinions. So who do you listen to? Well, it's kind of like a situation similar to me. I don't know what to eat anymore. I don't know what to eat. I get up in the morning, I'll break down, maybe have a couple of eggs. Might even have a piece of toast with it, you know. And I might even have some oatmeal with it. Blueberries. I don't like the blueberries I bought. They're like small and they're kind of frostbitten right now, but you can't find these really good sized blueberries. But I don't eat blueberries every day, but I actually take a concentrate too, believe it or not. I'm sure you'll believe it. It's a blueberry concentrate pill I take. But it seems these days I gotta watch all the oils because God works in mysterious ways. Well, some supplements work in mysterious ways too. Eat a lot of fish oil, you're gonna shit up a storm, my friend. Eat too much vitamin C, you're gonna shit up a storm. Consume too much magnesium, you're gonna shit up a storm too. Warren Buffett is 94 and he eats like a 6-year-old. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things about him. He's always in a fast food place. He lives very simply in a very simple home. It's amazing. I don't know who's going to inherit his money, but they're going to be some lucky people. Yeah. Even look at what his name, the actor from Matrix, you know. He's kind of cool. You know, he'll hang out in the hood, whatever. He'll dress down. He'll be very generous with people. He's an easy guy, I heard, to talk to. He's really a real person. And, you know, he's loaded. I don't know what he's living in, but I don't know if he's living in a simple home or not. I forgot. But it's really ridiculous when you think about it. All right, even, you know, you got millions of dollars, even billions. If it's just you and your wife or something, what the hell do you need a sprawling mansion with 32 rooms? I mean, what the hell? See, there was a time that was a very popular thing to do, but it's kind of calmed down now. There's just too many expenses, even for them. Or, I don't know. They just get sick of their place and they buy another place. They got houses all over the world. That to me, that's like really unsettling. Like I want to know what's going on if I have a house in the south of France, or meanwhile I'm living in L.A. or something or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's well, I know you got that kind of money. You got somebody to handle and manage all that stuff. I understand that. Diddy got it worse than yeah. You see what they were trying to do? You see what Trump was trying to do? Ha! Speaking of AI and all that, he was trying to kind of juxtapose in some editing um, Kamala with P Diddy that she's been to his parties and all that. This guy will, man, he won't he'll get down as low as he possibly can to try to get that presidency. And by the way, out of the world, this shit's coming out that he's up on the polls compared to Kamala. That's just not true at all. That's not true at all. But November's coming, and you know, we'll see what happens. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to see Trump anywhere anyway. I just don't like the guy, and I don't know understand what anybody likes about the guy. He's got 32 fucking counts on him, felonies, whatever. He's dishonest, and he bashes everyone. You know how people are that bash everyone all the time, and they think they're always right. Well, Trump is like that. And I could see people that like Trump being like Trump, relating to Trump. It was up to that guy. I mean, he'd be a dictator. Dictatorship is not something the United States needs. This isn't fucking Germany, old Germany. Germany had a dictator, and throughout history, many countries had dictators. How about Mussolini? There was many of them. How'd that work out? No, United States don't need a fucking dictator. Trump needs to retire. He's got all the money in the world. Go enjoy his home in Florida. You know, make his wife happy. Whatever he needs to do. But, he's got so many businesses to take care of. He'll always be kept busy. But when you have that kind of money, the one thing that you have to fulfill in your life is to get power. Now, he was president before, and he went on his power trip, but then he lost the next election. Of course, everything is fake. The news is fake. Fake news, fake everything. If it doesn't go his way, he calls it fake. Fake everything. What a crybaby, man. That is one dude that is so self-centered and self-righteous and just a crybaby. I took a bullet for my country. Why couldn't he turn his head just a little bit more? He had a scratch on there. Hand up in the air, Hand up in the air, Oh, he used that to his advantage. Oh, he certainly did in his campaign. He certainly did. If he just would have turned his head just the right way, he wouldn't be running for president. But I also still feel that on one positive point about Kamala is that she's a younger generation than Biden and, of course, Trump. And sometimes you need something fresh in politics. I'm not saying at all that they're all honest, because I don't trust politicians at all, and I never will. Never have. The only good president we ever had in this country was Kennedy. And he had to take the bullet. Kennedy. I remember my mother crying, sobbing when it was on TV when that happened, black and white. People loved Kennedy. They loved Kennedy. Okay. That was a great president. But you can't have a good president. There's always going to be somebody against the president, don't agree with his politics. That's the way the world is. Not everybody agrees with each other, and you have the right not to agree with somebody else, but I think it's how far you take it. I think that's the key. Let them do their job. Just let them do their job. You're in a campaign, and all you do, as Trump does, is just constantly be on the attack of his running mate. He said some really nasty stuff about the news people, about everybody. You really want a president like that? He's like a precedent to children, teaching them the wrong things to be a bully. That's the kind of influence you want from a president? I want to be just like Trump. I want to bully people around. Yeah, Mark Catley. No need for violence in America. Settle it at the ballot box. Well, if he loses again, which I guess he will, oh, it's all fake. I need a recount and another recount. They fixed this election. That's exactly what he'll say. He's going to go right back to that again. Guaranteed he's going to go right. Crybaby's going to go right back to that again. It's been fixed. You know what? He's the kind of person among many people that I just can't stand listening to. I don't like his voice, his demeanor, anything about this guy. He's the most spoiled person in the world, one of many, that acts like a little fucking child if he doesn't get his way, get his votes, or get some kind of recognition politically. If he wants to gather more strength and power, I mean, there's nothing he wouldn't do to get it. You really want somebody like that running the country? And why does there have to be different parties? I mean, I've always talked about that. There should be one party, the party for the American people. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, all this bullshit. You're all supposed to be working together for the people. But now, it's become like a war between Democrats and Republicans and vice versa. It's all supposed to be for the good of the country, but they're too busy fighting with each other to do anything for the country. Anyway, I'm not much to really like to talk about politics, not really. Surprised I even said that much, but I hope he loses. I really hope he loses. I think he's going to. There's a lot of people from the Republican Party that switched over that said, I'm a staunch Republican. I've been all my life, and my family has been. It got that bad with Trump and what they heard from him. How he's attacking so viciously Kamala and other people, whether it's the news media, anyone that don't agree with him. Well, that sounds familiar. He will go on the attack, a vicious attack. Now, we don't hear nothing like this on YouTube, do we? Nah. Because we got some well-behaved people out here. Dark Bottom Boys. Dark Bottom Boys. I think that's a real band. Maybe they're dead by now, but I gotta look it up. I gotta look that up. Okay, I guess there was an earthquake today, 5.0. Earthquake today. Centered, where did they say it was centered? It was in the ocean, really. I was trying to think, so I was notified about that. Someone said, did you feel the earthquake today? I said, no, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything at all. I felt earthquakes in my life, for sure. Kind of humdingers. I was in Seattle, a few of them, where everything was rocking and rolling, man. I was out on the job, and my pickup truck was parked in a park on some pavement. All of a sudden, man, there was these garbage cans, metal, that started rattling back and forth. The truck was going forward and backwards. Everything was rattling. That was a good one. There was some damage, brick buildings and stuff in Seattle in the old historical district. There was a little bit of damage. I had a couple of ones in Seattle, and I had a couple of them that fairly significant when I was in Hawaii, but nothing to write mom home about. But yeah, they are. They could be quite. It's the aftershocks you got to worry about too. But you can get some humdingers. I never had a real big humdinger where I was going to be knocked off my ass. But the one in Seattle at one time could have set me off balance. I think I was weed trimming at the time. No, I was blowing. I had a gas powered blower. And I was blowing some leaves around near the comfort stations. That's what had happened. I said, what the hell is going on? A genuine earthquake here, man. A genuine earthquake. Rock, rattle, and roll. I think the world is just falling apart, my opinion. Climate, everything's falling apart. Pollution is going nuts. Because people just don't really care. Sometimes they act like they do, but they're just as bad as the people that are creating the pollution. Hawaiians on the Hawaiian Island, they're causing all the pollution. Even out here in the Philippines, everybody's contributing. Well, when you don't have trash cans around your province or anything, where's the trash going to go? Let's be honest about it. Let's be real honest about it. They don't want to spend the money to have trash receptacles. I don't think I've ever seen anything over here in Cebu City, and I don't think I've seen anything like that around either. So where's the trash going to go? It's going to go on the ground. If you get lucky, someday someone might pick it up. If it's near somebody's business, they'll sweep it up, but that's about it, man. Okay, I got to get out of here, man. Seems like I'm doing a monologue here, which is fine. I do a lot of monologues. That's cool. Don't have a problem with that, but anyway, I just thought I'd kill a little bit of time while the lady was out doing some chores. Glad everybody's doing well. Hang in there, folks. Hang in there. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Life is good. It can be if you make it good. Keep that in mind. It's what you make of your life. You know, what is good anyway? Good is what's good to you, not necessarily somebody else. What is good for you? Don't worry about the other people or somebody you love. Different story. But worry about yourself. That's the main thing. Don't give a fuck what other people think, because they're not living your life. Let's try to turn things around and say, no, you're not living a good life. How the fuck do you know? How the fuck do you know I'm not living a good life? I'm not complaining about my life out here. Not really. I'm comfortable. I'm okay. I could adjust. I could adjust no matter where I'm at. I had that capability. I could adjust. I've made a lot of moves in my life from different states, and I've always adjusted. Where there's a will, there's a way. It just comes naturally with me. Don't need the adjustment bureau to show me how it's done.